everyone, it's Mari for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be working with the really adorable Friendship Ladder stamp set today. You can see the stamp set here on the screen and the coordinating die set. Really love this set. There's so many different ways that you could use this. I think it's super cute and it has some really lovely sentiments. Now these are all the dies that are part of the coordinating die set. There's a die for absolutely every image on that stamp set. And you can just see how the packaging now from Honeybee shows you where the dies can be placed back on the packaging when you're done with them. Now I'm going to be using a Mini-Slimline card base today, and so you can see that I also have a piece of cardstock trimmed out for the front panel. A Mini-Slimline is a 3" by 6" base, and this is actually a patterned paper pad from Honeybee that I just absolutely love. It's called Home Essentials. This is what I have left of my paper pad. It's very well loved, but I did use that brick paper from that pad, and I used the stacked Mini-Slimline dies from Honeybee to cut out this card panel from that brick paper for my card front. So really love that paper. I think it's really cool for creating a little scene, and that's what I wanted to do with this stamp and coordinating die set. I'm just using a little bit of tape runner on the back of this piece of patterned paper, and I'm going to add that onto my Mini-Slimline card base here with that adhesive, just making sure that I have just a little bit of a white border around the edge of my card here. Now I did use the coordinating die from the Friendship Ladder set to cut out this silver metallic ladder, and I also cut that out of cardstock 3 times so that I could create a really dimensional piece for my project. I'm going to take my Honeybee glue tube here, and I'm going to glue all of these different layers of this ladder together. I'm going to add these white layers together, and then I'll add the silver metallic layer on top. And you'll just see me here putting a few of these layers together, and when it's all finished, I'll show you really how nice and dimensional this creates this piece for your project for the front of the card. Now I've just sped this up here just because it's kind of a little bit boring, but I'm just going to show you here adding this to the front of my card. So I'm just again going to use my Honeybee glue tube and add this really dimensional piece to my card front, and I'll just put that on there, just wiggle that into place until I'm happy with where that is on that card front. And once I'm ready to go with that, I will be ready to add all of the little embellishments. Now, these are pieces that obviously I have stamped and colored with I colored them with my Copic markers and die cut those out with the coordinating dies. And now I'm ready to create the little scene with all of these little pieces. So I wanted to use the sentiment "So Thankful" for the front of my card. And I'm just going to take all of those little die cut pieces and just sort of like figure out where I want to place them. And I knew that I wanted to place the "So Thankful" sentiment kind of in the center of the card. And now I'm just going to kind of, you know, place things around on this little ladder to make it look like it's one of those really cool little decorative ladders that people have in their homes now that are really popular. And they use those ladders for things like blankets, or in some cases they're actually shelving. And that's what this one is meant to emulate here, this sweet little ladder shelf in a space. So I really love this, and I think this is really a really unique stamp set. I think it's just something really different that's very on trend and definitely is a popular thing in decor, that's for sure. So there's that little sentiment, "So Thankful." I've popped that up on a little bit of dimensional adhesive, and you can see that I put that little vase of flowers in behind it. I'm just using little bits of foam on all of these little pieces just to make sure that some are more dimensional than others, just to give the card that 3D appeal. And I love these little books. I think they're so super cute, and I definitely wanted to add a couple of stacks of books to my ladder. Now these could be laid flat, or they could be standing up like this. They actually it makes maybe more sense for them to be flat just because they're not even on the bottom. But if you want them to be stacked like this, you can just put some things in front of them, or it actually doesn't really matter. You could use them either way, really. So here you can just see I've put a little clay pot and this really cool little fan looking piece there. Like I said, so many of these different things are really popular in home decor right now that are on this little shelf. So I think that's really cute. Succulents are super popular right now, and some of these little plants in these little clay pots are definitely succulents. I love this little glass container vase with the incense sticks in it. I think that's super cute. And just so many little fun pieces that you can put on your little friendship ladder and decorate it just however you want, so that if the person you're giving it to loves some of these different things, for sure you can change up what you're including to personalize it for the recipient. I'm using a little bit of Wink of Stella to add a little bit of sparkle and shine to some of these different little areas. I like doing that to my cards. I just think it looks really pretty and fun. Give it a little bit of bling. And I'm going to add a little bit of white gel pen in a few areas as well, just to add a little bit of detail. And I just think it just adds just that little bit of extra pizzazz to a project as well. Now you'll see I'm going to add a little bit of Nouveau glaze to the vase just to make it look like it's actually glass. I just love how that makes that glass look a little bit more dimensional. And I'm going to add some stickles to some of the little flowers in gold, and I'm also going to add some crystal kind of colored stickles to the center of that little piece of decor on the bottom shelf there. I don't know if you call this a fan or what exactly that is, but it's just really cool, and I love how that looks when those little bits are just added. Now I wanted to add this really adorable sentiment to the inside of my card, so just go ahead and stamp that out with my Honeybee black ink, and I've just put that little birdhouse in the corner. Thanks for joining me, friends. All of the products I've used are listed in the links below. Make sure that you check out Honeybee Stamps on all of the social media platforms, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.